Welcome back everyone to Pontos Fathom Hobbies. This is Season 11, Episode 2 of Eldritch Horror, and we are playing the Black Goat of the Woods as our great old one. We'll jump right into Turn 2. We had an exciting Turn 1. Quick shout out before we start to Pontos Fathom Press, August Moldenhauer's Catu Journals out of Lovecraft Trilogy, Genealogy of Cthulhu, Psychoanalysis of Rillier, Archaeology of Yog-Sothoth. You know, we're trying to grow the channel, but we are not monetized yet. So if you check out the links below, that'll help us to support the channel. You can either do it by checking out our bookstore, joining our Patreon, lots of options down below. Check us out on the other social medias like Rumble, Odyssey, BitChute. We're starting to upload some of our past games on that. So if you've missed any of our old games, we're on 11 seasons now of Eldritch Horror, go back and check them out. Lots of other gameplay out there. We've been starting to play Joan of Arc and War of the Rings, so if you're interested in that, check it out, as well as every other month or so we play Cthulhu Death May Die, Cthulhu Wars, Resident Evil 2, the board game, Conan by Monolith. We just wrapped up a Game of Thrones season, and Twilight Imperium. So lots of gameplay out there for us. So check us out. Try to grow the channel. Appreciate your comments below. Let's jump into Turn 2. So we've already defeated our first active mystery. Let's read our second active mystery. So the second one is called The Nature of the All-Mother. It says, the black goat naturally corrupts all life that encounters her. Everywhere her worshippers are found, all living things grow more vicious and feral. When this card enters play, move each clue on the game board to the nearest wilderness space. After an investigator resolves a research encounter, he may spend one clue he gained from that encounter to place the clue on this card. At the end of the Mythos phase, if there are clues on this card equal to 3, number of investigators, solve this mystery. So we're on our second active mystery. We've been ordered to move it to the nearest, move clues to their nearest move clues to their nearest wilderness space. So this clue will move to that wilderness space. There are no other clues on the board. But one thing I do notice is we're missing a asset. So let me just grab a random asset out of the box. And we'll place that here. We got the newspaper report. Okay, so let's jump into Turn 2. Diane Stanley, already on the Amazon. So I think she will stay there and do her encounter there. Unfortunately, she's not able to heal. So I think she's just going to have to do that as an encounter. Not sure if there are any other things she can do. She can't get assets. I don't know if she can get a focus token. She's already got a focus token. So I think she's just going to have to wing it and stay there for that. Let's move on to our musician, Jim Culver, who can speak with the dead. Let's have him gain a ship token, but maybe he'll just move the, let's see, if he moves 1, 2, he can move to Rome and then the pyramids next round. He'll take his ship token and he'll move to London for now, and we'll see what happens in his London encounter. So he'll move to London. Got a ship encounter. Gained the alchemical concoction last time. Let's see what he does this time. Lastly is the spy, Trish Scarborough. Let's have her go and try to close this gate with the cultist in the pyramid. So she'll move there for 1, and she can also, let's grab her a focus token as well. Okay, so that's going to do it for our investigators. And that's going to do it for our action phase. Let's jump right into the encounters phase. So first up, our leader, Diane Stanley, the redeemed cultist. She gets one more monster on her bond to the past, and she can gain the redeemed task. We need to spawn some clues. So hopefully we got some clues in the deck there for us. But meantime, let's slowly make our way over to this 19 space, and maybe that might be Jim Culver who's going to head over to that. So first up, we're going to have Diane Stanley, the redeemed cultist, fight the firebug. Try to close this gate. Firebug has 1. If you pass the... Oh, if you pass a test, you just automatically defeat the monster. Okay, so let's have her pass the test. So she can just try to roll a influence test, which she passes. She passes the influence test, and the firebug is gone. So she's defeated the monster, the firebug. She gets that 1 extra point, and now Trish can exchange her for her redeemed status. So the redeemed status now says redeemed. When you gain this card, retreat doom by 1. Once per round during the action phase, gain 1 focus. So she can gain a focus every round. So she has a lot of rerolls, that means. So let's remind us that she has that. Doom retreats back to 13, where we started. So very helpful for us. Let's jump to Jim Culver, the musician. He's just going to do a location encounter in London. That's a orange card. So let's see what London has for Jim. Dion Fortune's books are filled with occult insights. You tried to gain her help through the Ancient One. So he's going to roll a test. He's going to try to gain Dion Fortune's insights. Passes. If you pass, she sends you on a quest. Gain 1 task unique token. If you fail, okay, so gains 1 task unique token. So we can add that to his tokens. I did forget to give Jim another one. Don't worry, Jim. The other one is on its way. Unfortunately, if he needs to encounter it now, but I think he'll be fine. So Jim's got 2 items there now, so he's doing well. Finally, we're going to wrap it up with Trish Scarborough, our spy. She is going to... Oh, wait, I forgot. We also have to go through the gate to close the Amazon. So we're back to Diane Stanley. Let's have her go through her encounter. She's at the Plateau of Lang. As you approach the Pharos of Lang, the ground before you cracks open. You see an amphibious black shape slowly bubbling up from the ground. Something about the living mass reminds you of a passage from an ancient text. So she's going to do her lore check. So she does a lore check. And she passes. If you pass, pass. We do the pass condition now. It says, recognizing the shape as one of yog-sothoth's tendrils, you run to the tower. The strange energies there return you to Earth. Close this gate. When you go, a small piece of yog-sothoth tries to go with you. So she's going to pass a try to pass a test for. She passes. A small chunk of yog-sothoth goes. If you fail, you gain a pursuit condition. No pursuit condition. So she is closed the gate. So we'll move the Amazon gate to the bottom of our stack. And let's move back to encounter with Trish Scarborough and the cultist. So she gets to fight the cultist. The cultist simply has a strength of 1. So if Trish is able to fight that, I think she's got the Cult 45, which gives her +3 in addition to 4. So she gets 7. Let's see what she does here. Yeah, she is able to kill the cultist. And let's have her do her gate encounter. So the gate encounter in the pyramids. She goes through the portal and she ends up in the Dreamlands. And it says, a student of the occult has gotten lost in the Dreamlands. The young man introduces himself as Edward Derby. He has a ritual for returning home, but he needs your help to interpret the text of the ritual. So Trish is going to have to roll a test. She passes. If you pass, his ritual works. Close this gate. Derby's grateful wife wants to help you, but something about her fills you with dread. Now Trish has to do a mind test. She fails. If you fail, you cannot be near her. Lose 2 sanity and gain a paranoia condition. So she loses 2 sanity and gains a paranoia condition. So that's not good. So let's remind us to give her the paranoia condition. She does get to close the gate. And oh, by the way, when when a mystery is solved, discard this card and Trish gains the Breaking the Limits reward. So let's reveal that one too. So Breaking the Limits, it says, gain +2 to all skills or the number of focus you have. Oh, so for every focus you gain +1 of skills. So is she able to, she was able to roll 1 more dice. So let's just see. She gets to roll 1 more die and she still doesn't pass. And she can take, but let's give her the chance to roll the focus. So she has 2 focus. She doesn't pass, so she's doomed not to get this. That's fine. So she's gained the paranoid condition. She'll live with it. But she did gain, this is a great power for her to have. So once per round, when you spend a focus, you gain a focus. So she spent the focus and she can gain her focus back. So that's great, but she will have to do some healing next round. And that's going to wrap it up for our encounters phase. Let's jump into the mythos phase. Our next mythos phase is the stars aligned. So this is great. We do get a clue, which is helpful because we are low on clues and our active mystery requires us to close clues. So let's reach in the bag here, and this is the moon. We'll put that on the side. And this is, sorry, what is this? We've got London and Tokyo. So London and Tokyo. So actually, Jim Culver's in the right spot. And we also have a active rumor on space 7. So we'll grab an active rumor token and put it on space 7. And this looks like Trish's next generation. It's a dozen unpleasant looking strangers have settled into Panama with a very large collection of astronomical reference books. There's something unique about this place and time that allows them to rip apart the fabric of reality. Stars aligned. As an encounter on Investigator Space 7, you may attempt to find the strangers. So let's put that there. As this is open, every reckoning will have advanced the omen by 1. So that's something to keep in mind. So I promise this time, Jim, I'll get you your artifacts. And unfortunately, Trish, we owe you a paranoid condition. So that's going to wrap it up for turn 2. We'll check you out in turn 3. Thank you guys for watching. See you in the next turn. Take care. Bye-bye.